Hi, buddy. Clementine. Hi. Do you sit? Oh, do you sit?
What
I was
is
worried about.
up, everybody?
Hey.
Yeah, we're on the air. We're talking to Clementine, my wonderful dog. She loves Warhammer. And we're going to be doing some Warhammer kill teams today.
Yes.
All right. I'm so excited about it.
I didn't jump, though.
Yeah.
I didn't jump.
Nice. We're expecting the dog to do that.
Totally catch me off guard and
Come
hi,
on,
puppy.
join us.
All right.
So we're going to be
Clementine
playing...
Warhound.
Yeah, Clementine Warhound.
Warhound Titan.
Yeah. She's a hellhound. We're going to be playing a Nova open mission.
Yep.
I decided that I forgot to get that stuff ready before we got started, so we're just going to rock right into it.
Sounds good.
We're going to pick stuff as we go. The mission is about to be declared, and but first we're going to show you the armies.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's going to be awesome. Nova is like this upcoming weekend, dude.
Yeah, it starts. Does it start Thursday?
It starts Thursday.
Yeah.
I'll be in the Thursday morning kill team pod, as well as the Saturday morning and evening kill team pod, and then playing the Shadespire Grand Clash all throughout the weekend. So pumped.
It's awesome.
And I'm really excited to get this practice in. I haven't played the AdMech except when I play you.
Yeah.
So I'm excited for another round. And we were talking a little bit before we got started here.
Got me that time.
You've definitely came up with some more usages. You've got some more plans.
Looking at what actually makes AdMech and some of the stratagems unique to, I keep saying tactics unique to them.
Sure.
And trying to remember and take advantage of those this time, along with Canticles. I don't think I did poorly remembering my Canticles last time.
I agree.
So I'll probably forget those every time this time in lieu of working with the tactics. So
yeah,
we'll see how that goes.
A lot more modifiers to hit and whatnot.
Absolutely.
Let's see what I can show you here, guys. We're flying around live, hanging out. That's how we do. Whoop. That's a big old overhead shot. Let's drop it down. Drop it down now. Okay, so we'll start out with some Death Guard. Keep it cool. There they are. You've seen them before if you've seen us play kill teams on the channel. What you're looking at is pretty much just about my standard loadout every time, I think, because I think it's kind of my favorite options. Sorry, playing with the camera, guys. The leader is in the middle. He has a plasma pistol, and he has a plague sword, so he'll get to reroll a wound. Otherwise, you're looking at my other specialists as my zealot. I have a zealot and a combat specialist, both equipped the same with a flail corruption. They will get 3d3 attacks when they combat all the time, and the zealot, when of course, just when he charges. It's +2 strength, -2, and d3 damage, so it's pretty disgusting. Just like they have disgustingly resilient. They have a 5-up feel no pain versus any wounds that they would take. So they got a 3-up armor, 5-up feel no pain, and then my other specialist is going to be the demo specialist here with the red belly. The guns are being shot from the middle of their stomachs there with the big gaping holes. They're blight launchers, +2 strength. They're strength 6 all in all, with a -2 d3 damage in shooting. It's assault, 2 shots, so they can even advance and shoot it with a -1. And you got 3 lowly poxwalkers to try to utilize some Cloud of Flies tactics. It's a tactic I can use at the end of the movement phase and make it so that you have to target the nearest model. So I put these poxwalkers up front so that they have to kill the poxwalker before they get to my more vital guys, which might be pretty necessary against all this dangerous shooting that the AdMech has at their disposal. So that's the action for the Death Guard. What are you working with there with these AdMech?
So I remembered my infiltrators and my Ruststalkers this time. So my leader, I have a Vanguard Alpha, so WYSIWYG with him, Arc Maul, and an Arc Pistol. So he's up front there leading the charge. For my specialist, I have a Ruststalker Princeps. So with Cord Claw, I paid for the Transonic Blades, and that is my Zealot. So the Cord Claw has it. You can only attack with it once, but it does do d3 damage if you hit. And if you do a wound roll of a 6-up, it's d3 mortal wounds instead. Or, yes, instead of the normal damage. The Transonic Blades, melee +1 to strength. And each time you roll a 6 with that, a wound roll of a 6, that the enemy suffers a mortal wound instead of normal damage with that.
Okay.
So next I have a Skitarii Ranger. It's my comm specialist. Nothing too special, just a galvanic rifle with him. I did bring the enhanced data tether, So that lets me re-roll nerve tests as long as this model is on the table and not shaken. And also has the scanner ability, so I can pick one of my models within 6 inches and add +1 to my hit rolls. Next, I have a Skitarii Vanguard Gunner, bringing the Plasma Cavalier. So one of the interesting things I tried to do with this one is I actually made them my sniper specialist, because I get to re-roll hit rolls of 1 for this model when I make a shooting attack. So it gives me the ability to supercharge and get the chance to re-roll without actually having to spend that command point and blowing, you know. I still totally plan to roll a 1 on the re-roll and blow up anyway, but we'll see how that goes.
Right.
Also, one of the things I've tried so hard to remember, and just a work in progress, all of the Vanguard, they have a rad saturation is the name of it. You reduce the toughness characteristic of enemy models by 1 while they're within 1 inch of 1 or more of the models with this ability. So that's something I'm really trying to use to my advantage in some of the close combat that I know your guys bring. So then to finish it out, I have an Infiltrator Princeps. I pay the points for the Flechet Blaster and the Taser Goad. And I brought the Princeps because I get 1 more attack with that than just the regular Infiltrator. Then I have 2 Skitarii Ranger Gunners, both with the arc rifles, and then my last Skitarii Vanguard in the back. Put an Omni Specs on that because I get to add, not add, but model within 3 inches of them gets to ignore penalties to their hit rolls and injury rolls when their targets are being obscured.
Okay,
So,
nice.
also with rad saturation, and because they're all AdMech, they all have a 6-up Invon, which is their bionic skill, which
Cool.
it's something.
Yeah, you have also like the Imperium keyword, right? Because I think that's going to give me like Death to the False Emperor, and on 6s in combat become extra attacks, which I don't get to use too often. So I just wanted to call that out. So very nice, man. It sounds like you got a lot of synergy going on there, as the AdMech want to do. I'm gonna show you guys the board we got going on. I went ahead and rolled for the mission. It's going to be the Raised Archive mission, or Archive, excuse me. And you can find that by just Googling Nova Open Kill Teams mission, so it'll come right up. Raised Archive, I always say chives, is the one that we are going to be playing. And it has
They're vengeful chives.
Yeah, right. We have 4 objectives out there. And the way scoring is going to work, and we're over here in this section. Scoring is simply that if you hold an objective at the end of the round, it's worth 1 point. If you can hold 2 objectives, you can get 2 points. And if you hold more than the enemy, it's worth 3 points. You can only get 1, 2, or 3 points per round. So holding more worth 3, 1, and 2. And then beyond that, there's 5 secondaries that we're choosing from now secretly that will determine getting additional points throughout the round. We're going to pick 3 out of the 5, and each you can score up to 3 points per secondary. So there's things, the 5 different secondaries that we have are kill in the fight phase, hold 4 different sectors, roll 2 injury dice, like whenever you go to do a kill, if you kill with a multi-damage weapon, that is worth a point. And if you were to be within 2 inches of an enemy at the end of the round, that is worth a point. And if you're in the enemy deployment zone, you can get a point. So kind of a behind enemy lines, be within 2 inches of an enemy, kill somebody with a multi-damage weapon, hold 4 sectors, and kill somebody in the fight phase. We're choosing that secretly between the 2 of us, 3 different ones.
So one thing I failed to do correctly in the last few games we played was holding the objectives. So
It's critical.
would you explain how the scoring for that
Sure.
goes?
Yeah, just being 2 inches of the center of the objective to hold it. And then, of course, the most bodies dictate whether you're holding it or not, if the 2 opponents are contesting it. And then beyond that, you get 1 point if you have just 1 objective. You get 2 points if you have 2, and you'll get 3 if you hold more than the opponent. Cool.
Yeah. So basically,
You want
point for point for the objectives,
Yeah.
and if you have more, that's when you get the bonus point on top of that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Last time we played this, I was under the false impression that if you simply had more, then you got the points and I wouldn't get anything.
Right.
But I managed to figure that out closer to the end of the game and then realized I missed a lot of scoring opportunities. So we're going to get ready and set some things up here in a minute. Just got to shuffle some components around, and we'll be going here momentarily. I'll be using a red dye to call my canticles out, and using this, I'm going to place it on some sort of high terrain, so hopefully it's in the shot and everyone can see it, and then comment every time I forget to use it and tell me all the good things I've missed out on.
Sweet. So I think we're good to go. Had a quick call from the missus there. Excuse me. And the word now is that we're going to roll to pick deployment zones. The deployment zones are a hammer and anvil style. They'll be 6 inches this way and 6 inches this way.
Okay.
Going down there.
And how are we playing height? So like this nice high outpost.
So
here.
at Nova, you can't climb more than 2 inches. So the only way you could get up there is if you have the fly keyword. And if you have that, you can do it.
I'm not aware of anyone with the fly keyword.
In your situation.
Yeah, or in
stealth,
the book.
Stealth suits. Harlequins they have the crazy belts, so they
that's
don't
right.
care.
Okay, yeah.
So yeah, that's some of those moments there. Let's go ahead and hit a roll off on the deployment zones.
I do have a quick question.
Oh, about
what
that
height
guy?
are we calling these?
Let's because they have a lot of pipes in the usually like those forget the
The
name.
Prometheum
Yeah,
pipes
the
and all that.
pipelines, which are they show in the rule book as an example of something that's 1.5 inches tall that you can just jump over naturally.
Mm-hmm.
So they're going to block line of sight as you see, but let's just parkour over them.
Okay.
We'll just say that these bigger items, these two here and this guy here, can't be climbed up on, so you can just parkour over the middle parts though.
All right, I like that. But
Cool.
we're still getting line of sight blocking.
Totally.
And charging is not affected other than denying someone Overwatch. So for example, if I got some of my shooty units behind there and I'm trying to jump over.
Yeah, it's not going to cost you any charge distance.
All right. Or rather, if you try to charge me. Got it.
Yeah. Someone's charging somebody. I can see that. I do not doubt that. Okay, cool. So let us rock and roll a roll off here. Oh, look what I did there. It's a 10 that I get. And you get a 6. So that means that I will choose my side and you'll place first. And I think that I'll choose this side over here because I feel like this objective is a little bit more open out in the open than this one is. So I'm going to kind of force you to be in the open kind of deal. So you will get to place the first model.
So I really thought, sorry, I have my microphone issue here.
No worries.
Hopefully I didn't adjust that too far. So I was really thinking actually that you would take the other side just so you can get closer and then charge me without having Overwatch, and I'd be nice and open on the other side. You've actually given me some stuff to hide behind, and hopefully I can take advantage of that in the correct way.
Yeah, you do got some good stuff to play with there. It looks more appropriate for you with this tower. That tower just seems like belongs to you for some reason.
Something I would try and block through. So just looking at how the field's set up.
Yeah.
So we have a pathway under here. Is this crossable, or are we only going over the fence? All right. So no, I guess there would be no movement.
Yeah, you can just jump. You can
over
jump right over those fences. Yeah.
All right, great. So.
Oh my God! Everyone wants to follow right now.
Everyone's like, "Oh my God, I saw you on YouTube."
Yeah, right. That would be interesting. Yeah. So yeah, it's on
so
you.
I'm gonna go ahead and
6
place
inches.
my first model. So I'm gonna try and get this guy back here behind this crate, kind of peeking over, taking cover, but shooting out at you.
All right. And then just keep in mind it's 6 inches.
Oh, I may be too far forward.
Maybe
Thank
just
you.
a bit.
Or maybe a bit a lot, yeah. All right, so I'll just scoot that back. Thank you for keeping me honest.
No worries. And
I'm eager to get up front and just start blasting at you this time.
What's like your range of your weapons are pretty darn far, huh? Aren't they?
So both my arc rifles have 24 rapid fire 1.
Okay.
And then my galvanic rifle is 30-inch rapid fire 1. Then my I do have 2 assault weapons, both the Plasma Cavalier and the Radium Carbine. I think I'm saying that right. Both are assault. Radium Carbine's assault 3, 18-inch. Plasma is assault 2, 18-inch.
So yeah, they're not that far then, huh? They're pretty
Then I do have a pistol with 12-inch range. I did not have this guy modeled such the way that I did. Bringing the other pistol, while you have less shots, it is a bit stronger, and you have an 18-inch range on that pistol, which I think is really good.
Yeah, that's neat.
So let's make sure I'm 6 inches back. Not taking down the terrain.
I'm gonna put a pox
Slide him
walker
just a little
right
more
up front here.
Okay. Then really try and take advantage of some of the mobility that I brought with the Infiltrator and the Rust Stalker.
Yeah, Jack, they actually specifically say in the Nova Open packet that the things like the grappler launcher will be ineffective.
And they're sorry about you. They almost like literally just say
Ooh.
sorry in the rules that, yeah, I know you have this thing called the grappler launcher, but you basically can't use it. So it's pretty weird because like Harlequins and other things can fly all they want, but that rule is not in effect. They just took it away.
Are they still going to deny the Harlequins from getting on top of higher objects?
Not the way it rules. Like I didn't ask any different because it reads pretty damn clear. It just says you can't climb more than 2 inches. Which with the grappling thing, it's like you still
Am I climbing?
you still climb. It's read as you climb, but without counting the vertical distance.
See, I always thought of it like Batman's little, utility belt where he just kind of hits
Yeah.
it and zips up.
I'd have to read the grappling hook exactly, but I know that they say in the packet basically they don't work.
Which is interesting.
Let me make sure I'm 6 back with
What's
this guy.
funny is that this is one of those rare instances you're not even really like
Talking about it as the tournament organizers that dictated that, as much as that the packet was produced by Games Workshop themselves.
This is one of the, so forgive me if I'm wrong here. Is this one of the first times that Games Workshop has actually gotten involved in
I don't
how
think it's ever happened before. I don't know about if you can count like Warhammer World and what goes down there, because I really don't even know. But based on the majors that go on that we know of here, like LVO, BAO, ATC, Adepticon, and Nova, that doesn't happen for our traditional majors. So pretty cool. And I mean, granted, this is still, it just shows that GW believes that this game can be played competitively, because like there's a lot of like people that laugh in their cups that say it's traditional 40K being considered a competitive game. Just due to all the different factors of what dictates something being good or not.
I want to get a quick line of sight
Sure.
check just to see where I might be open from there. Okay, no, he's good. Thank you.
Okay, excellent. Back to me.
Yep.
I will put down my leader right here.
All right.
You know what? I like this area over here better. It's also a good wall.
So just to return the favor there, I did place my leader earlier.
Okay.
I didn't quite announce that to you. It's just
No worries.
tucked away behind a container over here. All right.
Probably pretty cool for our friends out there in the web to listen to some tunes.
Oh, absolutely.
I always think backdrop is good. Let's get that happening for you friends.
All right.
Excellent. And now I will put down another specialist over here. This will be my combat. right, another one down. Now I'm on to my gunners. That's my last 2 drops. And I'm gonna do my normal gunner right here.
All right. I have my last drop. I will put right here.
Excellent.
It's my Kit Bash Rust Stalker.
I'm gonna match you up with my demolition specialist on the corner of that piece there.
All right.
Cool, so I think we're all placed. Do you have any veterans by chance?
I do not.
Cool. Thought I'd ask just before, in case you want to use any move first tactics. Give you guys a quick sweep of the board from the other side angle here. We got old combat specialist here hiding, well, not hiding, but he's on the far edge of the board with a Poxwalker to join him. The leader definitely is hiding behind that large chunk of terrain. There's our friend, the normal gunner, with the more paled skinned version over there as the demolition specialist version, both using the same weapons. We're on an objective now. We got to cross up to the middle to get the middle 2. And in here you can see the AdMech taking position in the back. He's basically mapped out his lanes, looked at where he got the line of sight that's best appropriate for him. We're going to see him unload some shots as we go into this first turn. All right, y'all, let's get into it.
Okay, so before we begin, I'm contemplating which canticle I want to start with.
Okay, sure.
I always seem to start with Shroud Song, but it seems to be a little more important if I'm in a situation where I'm trying to hold
Right.
a checkpoint.
Makes sense.
But there's really not other ones that I'm too willing to sacrifice. You know what? I think I will roll with Benediction of the Omnissiah. So I get to re-roll hit rolls of 1 for models in your kill team in the shooting phase.
Okay, great. Sounds appropriate. Well, let us roll for the initiative of the round.
Oh.
And we can get this party started. Hi-ya! I'm gonna get a 10.
Wow, this is the second time you've rolled that
Yeah.
today. And I got an 8.
All right, so the greatest strategic advantage will go to me. And just to have fun with some new overlays here, let me see if I can show you guys this situation here. So, check this out, blam. Don't have my command points updated, but we both have 2 command points at the start of the round. The initiative's on the Death Guard, points are 0-0. We'll update that as we go. Yeah, good times. All right, here we go. So, gonna do an advance roll. And you guys can see on cam pretty good right there, I think. Yeah, it's a 1, you see it well enough. It was a crappy roll. I'm going 5 inches up to yonder. I don't like not being obscure, I'll tell you that. Think about it, think about it. I really want to make it to that objective. I need to go farther. I'm actually...
I think you should. I think you should go that way.
I'm gonna command point reroll this.
All right, already down to 1 command point.
Yep, and I get a 6. It was
There we go.
totally paid off, which is what I'm happy about right now. I'm gonna make sure I start at my original position and go 10. That's what I'm talking about. The sad thing is, though, is I can't afford my Cloud of Flies to go help him out. I'm gonna go ahead and advance with my combat specialist, getting a 5, getting me 10. Can definitely go join. So here's 4. Here's 6. We're gonna ready my demolition specialist. And we're going to advance this Poxwalker here. He's gonna get a 6. So he's gonna go 10 as well. Go join the fray. And then we're gonna Go ahead and get near the camera.
Yep.
Thing. We're gonna do another advancement of this other Poxwalker, so that's gonna go 7. Which actually gets me pretty dang close. That gets me probably to that objective. We're gonna have the combat specialist, Zealots on this side. He gets a big 6. These advances are killing it. So that's an 11. Taking him all the way to the objective if need be.
You could command point reroll that if you like. You do have one left.
You can only do one in the same
Oh,
phase.
that's right.
Yeah. So we got a Poxwalker. Checking how well I'm hidden. Not that well hidden. I at least want to hide from one side of your shooting. So of course the bell doesn't count for line of sight. Oh my god, but this thing has a hole down the middle of it. Oh shit. I don't think there is anywhere to hide there. Just gonna have to bank on that obscurity. So we're gonna go ahead and make sure that we're within the range of the objective. Oof. While getting some obscurity from that Poxwalker there. Ah, can't hide. I don't like it. I think I'm gonna have to, if the Poxwalker dies, I'll lose the objective. Just a sick, sad world.
Disgusting, in fact.
Yeah. Cool, we'll go ahead and ready the other model as well. And I've probably got some tokens I can hype this board up with here in a minute, friends. Where my stuff went. Cool, go ahead and move, and I'll look for my tokens.
All right. I'm just looking at the channels you've left me
What
with
would you
here.
rate this? Fahed is asking, what would you rate this game at out of 10? What would you? Oh, like rate kill teams out of 10? Okay, I love this game, so I'm giving it a 10 out of 10, bro. Like maybe I'd give it a 9 out of 10, maybe a 9, just because Death Guard's really good and it's not necessarily as balanced as I would like to believe it to be. I want it to be balanced and competitive as well as enjoy the narrative side of it. But I definitely, oh, that could be the mail. I'm waiting on my Nova Open Shadespire army to arrive in the mail. I'm hoping the dogs you hear barking are that army. So I'm gonna put some ready tokens down.
Oh, I can see you nicely straight through there, can't I?
That stupid pipe.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Oh, you're gonna be obscured as all hell, dude. You'll be so obscured. That's right.
Don't be obscured. I'm going to advance my arc rifle. Not advance, pardon me. Just moving up. Get line of sight on that Poxwalker there.
Dog.
Well within my 6-inch movement.
It was not the mail. Sadness continues.
So you have both of these models back here shoot, is that correct?
Yep, they're my shooters. They're
And
ready.
what is the range on this one?
24 inches. They're both 24.
24, okay.
Dude, I had another missed call? What the hell? You're going crazy calling me today.
So I'm gonna move him, well, let me just check the distance on that before I just start moving stuff willy-nilly. So it looks like 2 up to here out of my 6. I'm looking for line of sight down this pipe,
I'm a little concerned.
but trying to obscure from this guy. I think I pulled it off. If I stay here, I'm outside of 12 from your battering ram. Not that I think you're gonna charge on a 12-inch charge, but I don't wanna risk that.
Sensible. You're gonna, dude, like, so like, it's an objective game, right?
Mhm.
Like if I hold 3 objectives to 1 for at least 2 turns,
Oh yeah, no, it's all over.
it's gonna be bad.
It's all over.
In Nova Open, there's only 4 turns total. Fahed, if you're out there still, I want you to find kill teams to be a 10 out of 10. It's the most amazing thing. I've had friends that said they enjoyed it at first and then dropped out. Like I've seen people not enjoy the game. And that makes me sad. And usually, I think it's because they haven't given enough of a chance. It's also kind of where's your heart at, I suppose.
6, you know what, I'm just gonna take the extra 2.
if your wallet is small, it's fucking perfect.
Oh yeah, well, one of the things I do like about it a lot is I get to use all the stuff I already have in a new way.
Yep.
And the games go a bit quicker when I know where I'm moving.
You're saying you were playing your father-in-law or brother-in-law?
Yeah, so actually, funny story. My father-in-law, he used to play Gettysburg, which is this old kind of pen and paper style almost game. I think they call them Grognar style games. But yeah, so he and I actually got together. I was able to sit down, just played the basics, didn't do anything too crazy with it.
But that's so fun that you can play with people that usually don't play tabletop games like nowadays or whatever, or like get new friends into the hobby. It has a lot of value to it. A lot of value. Obviously, Fawhead thinks it's a 10 out of 10. He said, "Kill Team Woot Woot." It makes me feel good inside.
So then I'm going to bring... Created a tough channel for me, and I wish I would have put these guys down a little bit later. But I think I'm just going to, you know what, I'm going to play to my strengths here. One of the things I've noticed I've not been doing, which I need to do a bit more of, is really, instead of having all these commandos just running out into the wild, having more of, say, a pack of fighters.
Working together.
Yeah, because even when it comes down to
Obscurity?
well, nerve test, for
Oh,
example.
sure. Yeah, being within 2.
Right.
That's
yeah.
critical for the orcs, especially. But yeah, I think in general, anytime you have a pretty decent model count.
All right, I'm going to ready. Do we have ready tokens? I'm going to ready a model here.
Yeah. Swing.
And you do not obscure, but you do actually impede your own movement with your characters too. You can't just walk through people.
Right.
So I'm going to get bold with my leader, I think. Slide him back and over. So my intention is to get some obscurity, if not be completely blocked from this shooter here.
Okay.
He has an 8-inch move. This guy has a 6-inch, so I definitely didn't go further than he did. Even though this guy did start approximately a base back. I'm just trying to keep my movement honest with you.
Yeah. I'm gonna. Yeah, I have a laser that's gonna help with.
Yes, I had to fix mine. Something happened where when you push the button down, it wasn't engaging the battery correctly, or for the longest time I thought I had a loose connection, but actually there's a piece of paper inside those things.
Oh, okay.
And what that does is it creates a little bit of friction to keep the batteries down in there nice and tight, but if that paper sleeve is too far up in the tube, you actually
See that guy's.
prevent the ability of the...
Look at that guy's hand right there. See how the laser's over his hand? Just scoot him over like a hair to the left so his hand's out of that array. That was the only thing I was questioning seeing. There you go, you're fine.
All right.
Yep. Cool.
All right, so moved.
That's cool.
Moved.
Sweet. So we got our tokens out for the ready, and everybody else did their moving and stuff. So now we're going to be into the shooting phase based on initiative and readied models, and that's going to be me. Do you want to spend 2 command points to shoot before one of my ready models do?
I do not.
Okay. That guy's totally out, and then I'm gonna have to shoot my demo specialist at your. This guy's more a fighter. This guy's a gunner, right?
Correct.
Yeah. So I'll go after the gunner.
All right.
2 shots, and you're gonna be more than half and obscured, so it's going to be a -2. Looking for 5s. I get 1. And now your toughest 3, so I'm gonna need
That's correct.
2s re-rolling. Okay, so you got a -2 save to make.
All right, so that puts me at, so I believe there are 4 up save, and that puts me at my, that will be my end block. And I
Nails
make it.
it. Nails it. Gross. I wanted that to happen. Now it's to you with a ready model.
All right, I only have 1 here, and I have the galvanic rifle. I have good line of sight with this Poxwalker here. And he is just outside, he's about an inch outside of my range, so that does make him long range. So 3 obscured is 4, and more than half distance, that's 5. So looking for a 5. And then do not shoot, do not make it.
All right, so my next ready model then, huh? This one's gonna be, back over here. This is gonna be my regular gunner here, and he's gonna just shoot at the guy you have on the objective straight ahead.
Okay.
Once again, 5s.
Any obscurity there?
Yeah, you're obscured.
All right.
So it'll be 5s for -1 for hit, and or for long shot, and -1 for obscurity. Get no hits that round. I'm gonna consider.
Go ahead, switch your command.
Nah, I'm gonna keep it. Since you're keeping yours pretty tight. Okay, so now it is your next ready model.
I have no ready model, so
Okay,
I pass.
so non-ready with initiative. I have no other guns that are in availability to shoot. So, any more guns from you?
Oh, yes. Yes, I have plenty. So I'll start with radium carbine here. So that's assault 3, only move. You're wide open, so I am looking for 3s to hit. These are all 3 hits. Oh, that is 6. Sorry, I'm still trying to remember some of these weapons. I know some of them have a bonus when it's, all right, so this one has a wound roll of 6. The hit is resolved with 3 damage instead of 1.
Okay.
All right, so that's 3 hits. So I am strength 3 with this weapon. Your toughness,
3.
toughness 3. All right, so looking for 4s. That is 1 with a 6, so that's resolved
I'll just take how much damage?
with 3 damage.
Oh God. All right, 5 ups. No, injury table with 3 dice.
All right.
Dead with the 6.
And that is one of my secret
Kill with a
secondaries.
multi-damage weapon.
Yep.
Yeah, excellent. So that'll get you a point.
Sweet.
That was well done. More shooting.
Yes. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's right. This is
It's all
this is
you.
my field now.
Yeah.
Suppose I needed to declare it, but I want to use my comm specialist to give this shooter a +1.
Yeah.
So I'm going to take my plasma, and I am outside of half range. You are obscured, but I get my +1, so that negates the obscurity.
Okay.
That is my sniper, so I'm re-rolling 1s. So for fun, I'm going to supercharge this.
Okay, great.
So this is an assault 2 weapon, 18 inch. I am outside more than, I'm at long range, so I'm looking for 4s. That is 1 hit. So this is strength 8 and your toughness.
On a death guard or a poxwalker? Yeah, 5.
All right, so 3's the wound. And is that a cocked die? I'll leave it to you.
Looks good
It
to
looks
me.
like-
Looks good to
looks
me.
like a
Yeah.
solid
There, you're
2.
solid. Yeah, man.
All right, so that's
That's
contemplating if I want to command point that.
right. Have you haven't even used one yet, have you?
I've not.
Yeah, go to town, dude.
Yeah, I think I'm going to because I do want that guy dead.
He just 3 up. He's taking a command point down.
So as soon as I find 1 on here. Oh! I rolled even less.
That's terrible.
That's the command point rule for me. All right, so no damage there. I do have arc rifle. I'm going to shoot. Actually, you know, I'm going to shoot with this arc rifle under the tower first. At this Poxwalker over here on the objective.
Okay.
So that is a rapid fire 1. I'm just trying to get within half, and I am. Double check that. Just yeah, definitely within half. So it becomes 2 shots. You are obscured, so that's -1, so it's a 4. think that's everything, yeah?
Yeah.
All right, so looking for 4s. That's 2 hits. It's strength 6, and he is toughness.
They're all 5, and then Poxwalker is 3.
All right, so I'm looking for 2s to wound. There's 2 wounds. Let's see if I get anything for wounding with that 6. No, not with the arc rifle, but it is -1 AP and 1 damage each.
Remind me who you're shooting. I keep playing with cameras, so I'm not paying
Oh,
much
sorry.
attention.
So the far objective Poxwalker closest,
Okay, so 2
and I'm
5.
shooting with this.
Single damage or
1 damage each.
okay, looking for 5s. Okay, goes through. So roll it in dice on the injury table.
All right. There's a 4. He's
Am
out.
I obscured or not?
You are obscured, and
Then
you are
it's
within 1 inch.
Goes down to a 3 then.
All right. So that is a flesh wound.
I'll mark him with a D4 dice.
All right.
All right, cool. More shooting.
See, I'm gonna try and use him last. I'm gonna use the pistol
Yep.
from my infiltrator on the same Poxwalker. That is 5. So let's see if he's out in the open. What do you say there? I'll defer to you.
Feel like my belly's behind the wall.
All right, I'll give you the -1 for obscurity.
Cool.
So I'm looking for 4-ups. And I should be, let's just confirm, should be within half range. Oh yeah. All right, so 4-ups. Re-rolling 1s because of canticles, I remembered. All right, so that is 2 hits. This
2
is
wounds. Okay.
2 wounds.
5 ups.
I didn't actually, that was just my hits. I didn't
Oh,
roll
it
one
wasn't your
yet.
wounds? Okay.
Yeah, so it's toughness 3, strength 3 on this weapon, looking for 4s to wound. And I do not wound.
Whiffage. All right.
And then lastly, I have this arc rifle. I'm going to shoot through the tube again.
Cool.
And I am outside of half, and he's obscured, so I'm looking for 5s.
Poxwalker or Death Guard?
The Death Guard.
Okay.
So rapid fire 1, looking for 5s, and that is a hit. And strength 6, toughness 5 on him, so 3s to wound. Oh,
Dang, you're whiffing the wounds.
1s, man.
Crazy. Nailing the hits and whiffing the
All right.
wounds.
Now this guy cannot shoot, so that is my shooting phase.
Okay, so then we would go into combat, which there is none. And that's going to be the round for that. So let's tally some quick points up here. Give an overhead shot for you friends here. So you did kill me off of 1 objective. I managed to keep onto the other. So I have 2 objectives to your 1, giving me 3 points for having more to you and 1 point for you for the 1 objective you're on. So I'll just get that updated.
All right. So that's 2 points, 1 for each objective, and then 1 extra point for having more objectives than myself.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep. So I basically took to 3. I didn't get any of my secondaries. You got 1.
I did get a secondary.
Yeah. I only spent 1 command point. You only spent 1 command point, right?
That's correct.
So we both are going to start the next round with 3. I'm just updating our information real quick.
Yeah. I'm going to select the Canticle.
Yeah, good. All right, friends, so here is the start of round 2. It is 3-2 right now, and we both have 3 command points starting the round. The initiative is yet to be determined. Go ahead and make my roll. I'm gonna have a 10 on the initiative. That's 3 times I've rolled a 10 on the roll off there.
And I got a 7.
Okay, so initiative remains to the Death Guard. What's up, Carson? Nice to see you tune in, bud. It is round 2 out of a 4-turn game. We're playing the Nova Open Mission, Raised Archives, and we are fighting over these objectives you're seeing out there. It is now round 2, and the initiative is to the Death Guard.
All right. And I'm going to play Invocation of the Machine Might. I'm going to add 1 to the strength characteristic of my models and my kill team for this round.
Okay, sounds good. I'm gonna. Do you want to spend a command point to move before any other models? Before I begin, decisive move, universal tactic.
I do not.
Okay, he's gonna let the.
Well, let me. Let me ask a question first.
I also need to do a morale phase for that one Poxwalker with a flesh wound as
right.
well. But yeah, go ahead, question.
I'll let you resolve that first.
All right. So I have a model within an inch of me, so I'm not affected by the model that's out. I rolled a 3. They got leadership of like, it's either 4 or it's 7, one of the two, but I'm fine one
I'm
either
sure you're
way.
good. Plus
Yep.
you had
A friend.
next to you.
Yep. So you were thinking about whether you want to move before anything else? Or no, you're good on that?
I'm contemplating if I want to charge your Poxwalker.
Over there?
Mm-hmm.
You would get to fight first, and then I'd charge you with my guy, and I'd be fine.
Even though you have initiative, I would get to fight first in that phase.
Because I charged, that's where you're going to get screwed. You want to charge both of them. You don't want to just charge just the Poxwalker. And let me show the...
Oh, sure.
Show me. Yeah, because if you just charge, and I'm showing the audience here, he's talking about making a charge right here. Thinking of just the Poxwalker at first, but he'd get to fight first until I charge with the charging model, and then being with the initiative, my charge model will get to fight first. So he wants to charge both of these targets if
So
he wants
I want to tie them up so they can't charge me. Now, even though you have the initiative, once we get to the fight phase,
If I charge. If you charge.
if I charge, will I be able to fight first with
Yes,
that
because
model?
all chargers fight first.
Oh, that's right, and it negates the fact because I charged.
That's why you want to charge them both.
Yeah, no, and I think I am going to
Now, if you're gonna spend the command point, I will as well.
see, and I knew you were going to say this.
Right. Which I could reserve in a tournament. I could even reserve that. Like, I don't know, dude. You gonna just do it?
Right. So
I
I
might
appreciate
not.
the fairness here.
Right.
But you know what? Let's do it. Let's make it
Okay.
interesting.
So it's a roll-off time. We're both gonna go down to 2 command points. We're gonna try to move before anyone
we're
else.
both going to go down to 1 because this is it's a
It's only
one command point.
It's a great one.
Oh, then I totally would not have
it's
hesitated.
it's like my favorite. I got a 10 again. That's the 4th 10 on a
All
dub
right,
2d6 roll-off.
I need a 6 and a 4 pre-roll.
What a weird one.
So-
Yeah. Okay.
Ah.
And you got a 7 again, just like on the initiative roll-off.
Nurgle's number biting me.
So due to the fact I know what you're going to do, I'm going to go ahead and charge you. And I'm going to do it with my Poxwalker, believe it or not, because I want the maximum possibility of the charge to go off.
All right. Now I do get to react.
You do. If you wish to not be able to do anything else with that model, you could retreat 3 inches or Overwatch.
But I'm still within your charge, well within your charge range, because you would have effectively, what are we calling that, a 6-inch charge? Can't quite see from this angle.
I am.
You got to kind of shimmy around your Poxwalker.
I'm
there.
charging with the Poxwalker right now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and so I'm less than 5, so it's going to be a 4-inch charge.
All right, so that would still only put you at 7, which is actually a pretty
Damn good chance.
especially the way you're rolling. So I'm going to fire Overwatch,
Okay.
and I'm going to let you plow into me there.
You could take them down right now, negate my command point and everything.
All right, so well within half.
Yep.
We did say obscured last
Yep.
time, so I got
Well,
five.
it's unmodified. It's 6s. This is Overwatch.
Right.
Right.
Oh, and nothing.
Okay. So here comes a 4-inch charge, hopefully. Oh, just barely. An exact number. Good thing I chose the Poxwalker.
Yeah.
That would have cost me a command point. Hello. Okay, I'm happy with that tactical decision. Good thing you didn't get shaken as well. So now back to it. It's now your chance to make a move with something, and then we'll resume with the initiative.
You actually. Okay.
We're both using tactics right now.
This was a learning experience for
It
me.
doesn't negate your tactic. You just have to go after me.
Okay, so I still have to charge, is what
No,
I'm saying.
well, you don't have to charge, but you need to do.
Oh, I do need to make a move.
You need to move. Yeah, you can make a move.
All right. Rethinking a bit here. What am I looking at there? Say an 8 would get me within 1 inch there. Does that look right?
From that guy?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You're within 9, so you need an 8.
And then here's a Poxwalker. I would charge both.
That makes sense.
So
Poxwalker probably even closer, yeah?
yeah, that's what I'm looking at.
Yeah, you're within 8, so you need a 7.
All right. So looking for that 7.
This
Let's get
is
some
your
dice.
time.
Let's get some dice that want to be a
This is
7.
your time to shine, man. Oh,
Oh,
yeah, just
thank
like
goodness.
me, just like me.
Thank goodness. And this is my zealot.
Yeah,
So I'm
and
just gonna-
now you had just enough to be
Yeah.
like there.
All right, so we're within an inch of him.
Yeah,
He's-
when you pile in, you could get him.
Yep,
But
that's exactly.
But unfortunately, you didn't engage him, so I'm just going to get to charge right in. Do you want to? You still want to do that? Because
Sure. So
now you could and you still could command point reroll your charge knowing this, but you needed a 9. Did we say? Or you needed 8
Mhm, to
get
engage
to
him.
engage him, and that was because you're 9 inches away.
right.
So you got just within an inch with a 7, right? Clem, please stop. So because I'm not engaged, it's still my movement. I can just charge right in.
And you would get, so when
Then
we
I
get to
would-
initiative,
then I
so
would get
thank you for the
priority.
learning moments here.
Right.
So you would get priority because you have initiative and you charged.
Yes. Charger models will go first. Who has initiative? Is how that'll play out.
All right, give me one moment to mull this over.
Yep. Unfortunately, with tactical rerolls, friends, you have to reroll the entire. Anytime you have to add dice together, you have to reroll both sets of dice. Is how it reads. So.
Oh, I'd have to re-roll both. No,
Yeah,
you know what? I'm going to stay and I'll let you run in.
Okay. Cool.
So this is my zealot.
Yeah.
So because I've charged, I have +1 strength
And
and +1 to my attack. And
Yep.
because of the canticle I chose, I also have +1 strength this round. So I have +2 strength on.
So, and we both still have 2 command points.
On
so
my
it
rickety
could
Rustocker.
be another roll off on who fights first again. Because I'm going to charge you now. Now that
Alright.
now that we go back to normal movement at
Yep.
initiative, I make it with no problem. And then I'll charge the other combat with my Poxwalker engage with my combat specialist. And it's going to be a 9, which is going to work just perfectly. So we're going to come over there, and we're going to keep it so that we're in range of that objective after the combat. And I like how we have a nice shot there. I don't think you're going to want to charge in with your gunner. So I kind of feel like just readying. I think I will because I have a shot at the guy over there as well. So I'm going to ready this gent, my demo specialist, to be accurate. And my other gunner here, he's going to just stay within range of objective and ready. And that looks like everything I have for you. So it is back to your movement.
All right, so I do have a question about charging in here.
Yep.
Do I only need to charge enough to make my base, or do I
You have
need?
the inch of the model you're charging.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I can't charge into the fight by getting closer to my guy.
Right.
So there's no fighting in 2 ranks on this one. So what are we looking at? Need a 7 or a 6 to
need-
get within 1 inch there?
I would say you need a 6.
All right, so I am going to charge in.
Cool.
We good on that?
Yeah, it's fine.
And I get a 6.
That's cool. So you're within an inch and you're on the objective.
So we're just going to see about here-ish.
Yep.
All right, just enough to try and contest that objective.
And you know what's cool is that this is Zealot on Zealot action.
Really?
Yeah, we're double Zealot.
You know what's even better? The fact that I got that Vanguard in, you're now -1 toughness.
Ooh, good move. Good move. Okay.
All right, so next movement,
That was cool. Zealot on Zealot with -1 toughness. But I
and
have,
+1 strength to me.
I got the initiative. I better save my 2 command points.
My little, get the cheat stick here.
There's a lot of action in there.
So I'm gonna try and bring my leader up, but maintain, what's that Planet Time? Try and maintain some obscurity there. Oops, sorry pups. All right, so that model moved. And now, pardon me. So I'm going to move up. What I'm trying to do here with this pipe is I'm trying to maintain complete obscurity from this model.
Like no sight at all.
No sight at all.
Okay, definitely need to move him so far then. I got his head right now. I got to pull him back.
Okay, but I'm also trying to maintain a distance on this guy. I don't know, do I have any obscurity at all? Any opportunity for obscurity from this model?
Yeah, I think we're both obscure to each other right now.
Okay. So if I just give a little nudge back, do I have...
I'll move you until I can't see you,
All
and then
right.
go from there.
That was a generous move there, George.
That's I can see him. Yeah, there's like this cut in this pipe. Shit.
Probably good.
It.
So let me give it,
Like
a
that,
measure
like that.
and I'll see if I want to commit to
That's
that.
where I can't see him.
So I'm not going to make any benefits from gaining that inch or so back, other than putting myself into obscurity or into your line of sight. So I'm not going to do that. These guys are fighting. So I'm going to move.
Oh, 11 people watching right now. You guys like some
Oh,
kill teams?
exciting.
What's up, everybody?
So I'm going to move
Party
this
up in here.
model up. And then move this model up. So should have complete obscurity from both your shooters on these two models.
Okay.
And I think you have some line of sight to this one here, but it's obscured because of the fighting going on.
Absolutely.
So, and I got this last one in here. And what is that distance? Now that that crate is not an issue. What are we looking at? 5 on that?
Are you within 6?
Definitely think I'm within 6.
Cool. I can't.
6 is about to the middle of my base.
Yeah.
All right, so
Yeah,
contemplating
need
if I want to charge.
Need a 5.
See,
I'm kind of concerned you're charging your gunners into some disgustingly good fighters.
yeah, and that's what I'm contemplating. I don't think I'm going to do that there, but I
have
do
the-
want to get out of line of sight.
Up to 9 attacks with the initiative.
Oh, goodness. Yeah, no, I'm not doing that. This guy's actually he's gonna jump over the crate and head back next to, see if I can get to this. He's gonna head back next to this guy here. Actually, let's have him watch the other flank. All right, should have some good, yeah. All right, so moved, charged and charged. Moved and moved and moved. He charged in, okay.
Cool.
So that concludes my movement. Let's get this ready token off the table here. I have so much I'm trying to track in my mind right now with which canticle I want to use
Right.
and which,
Yeah,
AdMech doctrine.
that's like the whole AdMech thing, right? It's like a
I say doctrine, tactic.
lot to keep track of. So you're all good with your movement?
I am.
All right, so we're gonna go into the shooting phase. And do you have any desire to shoot before anything else?
Not for the command points, no. Thank you.
Ha.
No, no.
All right, then I will begin with my readied models. We're gonna start with, we'll start with this gentleman that is in sight to my demolition specialist. I need 5s to hit. I get 1 hit, and then I need a 2 to wound, re-rolling. Okay, we got a -2 save to make.
It's 2, and my save is 4 on these guys. It's one of those things I know until I have to roll it. So looking for a 6 up. That is a 1.
Okay, so it's gonna be D3 damage,
All right.
doing 2,
That is 2 damage, so rolling for 2.
and a 5 will kill you. Go 5 goes down to a 4, of course, but that's enough to pull you out of action.
And there's nothing I can re-roll at this point. Okay, just wondering if there's anything I wanted to do to try and save him.
Sure,
but
sure.
he is out.
That'll activate a victory point for my secondary, the same as yours. Kill something with a multi-damage weapon.
Awesome.
And then we will resume. Do you have any readied models?
I do not have any readied models.
Okay. Then we will go to my other ready model who I think you removed. Oh, we still got this action here.
Yep.
So I'll take a shot at him. And same story. You're obscured and you're more than half because I think you're out of 12. So here comes a 5 up. 1 hit. And now we're looking for a 2. Re-rolling. All right. You need another -2. These blight launchers are disgusting.
Oh,
Ooh.
goodness.
Goodness
Goodness.
gracious.
Wondering if I want to There's no way I'm gonna get a 6 on a reroll.
If you
there.
do that, you definitely won't be overriding combat.
Yeah, no, well, I've sort of. Yeah, I'm thinking I'm going to need to try and override one of those combats.
I think it's pretty.
And then you're going to challenge me with your 2 command points as well.
Right.
So I don't want to. Well, either way, even if I lose at that point, I
And
do
put-
get to choose with one of them to fight first.
Yeah, and plus it's a tactical roll. You're trying to do a reroll on a 6-up.
Yeah, no, that's absurd.
Yeah.
That's.
Might as well suffer.
Yeah, no, I'm
So
just going to do that.
the hope is that I roll a low damage output on the D3. Here's the D3 damage. Only
Oh.
1, so now I need a 5-up. Oh, you're just injured.
Alright, so I use a red dice here to track that flesh wound.
Cool. And now I have no other models to shoot, so you can do all your shooting.
Alright. So got some tied up stuff there, got some tied up stuff here. So these guys really don't have any shots. I just have some other plans for them. Alright, so I'm going to use my comm specialist to give this model a +1 to shooting. And it is my sniper, so I do get to reroll 1s. And I have this model down here. We said that was outside of 12. Alright, so I'm more than half. So comm specialist negates that, but he is obscured, so I'm looking for 4 ups. And I'm going to supercharge, rerolling 1s because sniper. Alright, so that's 2 hits.
Yep.
And then wounds, so this is 8, toughness 5, looking for 3s.
Okay.
That's 2 wounds.
Okay. Minus.
I think it's -3 for the supercharge. I never get to wound with a supercharge. I have
Oh,
to
it's
look.
plasma.
It is
it's
plasma.
-3.
-3,
So
2 damage
6 ups.
each.
I get 1 save, so I take 2 damage, and now I'm going to do 5 up with Steps and Resilience.
Alright.
And I almost pass it. Now, I am going to spend. You're going to override if I do this, and then you could kill me. And I'm minus. Yeah, I can't risk not getting to go first in combat, so I'm going to have to let you roll it. It does 2 damage. You get to kill my guy right now.
And so that's 2 dice for the
Yep.
injury table.
And he lives because I'm obscured by a hair.
I want to override that.
Yeah, you're thinking about re-rolling, huh?
No, I'm thinking I want them dead, but not
Right.
not at the cost of something else.
Yeah. So looks like it was tit for tat there. We both just
Yeah.
shot each other back. Now you have more guns, or?
I do. I have 3 more here, but I don't know. I don't think I have anything in line of sight.
Yeah, you're pretty curved on that. I feel like this guy is good. Probably. Yeah, I can see him.
I'm good to shoot there then.
Yeah.
All right, let's just make sure I'm in range. Oh yeah. It's more than half. It's scared more than half, so I'm looking for 5 ups. Oh, rapid 1. Oh, and that is a hit.
Nice.
All right, this is strength 6, and that's toughness 5, so looking for a 3. That is a wound, and it's -1.
Get a 4-up save.
All right.
All right. Any other shots that can be had?
No, I'd say that's it.
All right. Well, that means we're going into the fight phase. Oh yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna spend 2 command points to fight first.
Are ya? Decisive strike, huh? Well, I would like to spend 2 command points to do the same thing there. I bet you it's got about right what's going on right here now. All right, so let's do this. It's roll-off time. I've rolled a 10 on the last 4 roll-offs. What can I do? Dude, I almost rolled a 10. I got an 8.
Looking for some hot dice.
Ooh, a 10.
That is a 10.
Yeah, okay, it is to you, sir.
All right, so I'm gonna fight with my zealot into your zealot.
Oh, zealot on zealot action.
Yep.
You don't want to put any attacks on my Poxwalker?
So I actually have +1 attack because my zealot charged.
Right.
So that gives me 5 attacks because it's a princeps. And don't think I got much room for piling around there. Actually, I'm base to base on you. So, I have 5 attacks. I have the cord claw, which I can only make 1 attack with that. And then that does D3 damage. So contemplating this. Decisions. No, I want your
Oh, the
I want
zealot.
your- I
Oh,
want
the
your zealot
I was
dead.
trying to bait you.
I know you were. Absolutely you were. All right, so you were also -1 toughness because you're within an inch of my Vanguard. So that makes your toughness 4, is that correct?
Yeah, yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna do 1 attack with my Cord Claw first.
Zealot on zealot.
So looking for a weapon skill 3. Oh,
Dude.
with the 1s, man. So good with that. All right, so now 4 with my Transonic Blades. And just checking because, all right, so I'm looking, when I get to my wound roll, so looking for 3 ups. All right, 2 6s, that's 2 hits. Now, so your toughness 4,
Yeah.
+1 strength because I charged. So that takes me up to a 5.
Okay, 3's to wound.
And I have +1 strength because of Transonic Blades.
Cool. 3's to wound, yeah.
All right,
1 wound.
1
At
wound.
least you didn't roll 2 fails there.
Jeez.
That's crazy. What's the AP?
AP on that is -0.
Nice.
So no AP.
3 up save. Got it.
Yeah, easily done.
Okay, looks like I'm fighting back, and in case you didn't know, my army is vengeful, and we are feeling pretty
Nice.
vengeful right now
All right.
because we just got swung on. We got overridden combat. This is ridiculous. We're gonna fight now. Now, I could because I charged with. Now this guy hasn't fought yet, and he charged. So
Correct.
that's the only reason I'm gonna fight over there next with him.
Okay.
3d3 attacks. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 attacks. The number of Nurgle. Prepare to suffer. Does this guy have multiple wounds?
He has 2.
He does. All right. Well, this is a 2 damage weapon, so that's good. We're gonna put 2 into the little guy and 5 into the big guy.
All right.
All right. So 3's to hit. Getting 3 hits, and then strength 6, looking for 3s,
2s.
2s even.
Toughness 3.
So you take 3 of them and -2.
All right, so I'm looking for a bunch of 6 ups. And I make none.
Okay, so it does 2 damage. Let's see if it kills you. And it does.
All right.
Get you.
And I'll spend my last command point to explode. No, wait. No, wrong game.
Ah, all right, then I have 2 more attacks reserved for your other friend.
All right.
He gets 1 hit on him, and re-rolling ones, he gets a -2 save to make.
Looking for a 6. Do not make it.
2 damage, a 4 up, he's gone. Oh, he lives with a flesh wound. Single flesh. Nice one. So he still gets to fight, but first we'll do our other combat, which will be where my combat specialist join the fray. What model is he going against over there?
That is my Infiltrator Princess.
Okay.
So just as squishy as the Rust Stalker.
Let's see how he, I'm gonna say fares in this moment. 3 attacks because I'm a combat specialist with, well, 3d3 with the flail. So 3, 4, 5, 6 attacks this time. And he's looking for 3s to hit. And he's doing well at that. And then he's looking for 2s, rerolling 1s because of the plague weapon. So you need to get 5 6 ups, please. Now you could get away with a flesh wound.
It's a hell of a flesh wound.
Yeah. All right, so it is successful, and the damage profile of the weapon is 2, so I only roll 2 on the injury table.
Oh, thank goodness.
And it is just a flesh wound.
So it's just a flesh. Oh,
Came out
can't say the whole thing, right?
came out okay. Yeah, royalties and all that. So next charging model would actually be you.
Okay.
Oh, I think yeah, you went first. I went with mine. Then I did a charged model, and now we're to you. So you get to fight. I see the battery there, friends. I'll get that changed up here momentarily. First, let's go ahead and complete this situation.
All right, so weapon skill 4. Just have 1 attack because I do not have melee weapon. Oh, that is a hit.
Yeah.
And then this is strength 3, but +1 because I'm mechanical, so strength 4. It's toughness 4, so I'm looking for a 4 to wound.
Okay.
And that is a 6 to wound.
Does that mean anything special, or just
No, not for this guy.
Okay,
It
okay.
means
It means it happened.
it means while you were crushing and breaking my Rust Stalker in half like a wishbone, he managed to kind of sneak in and punch you in your disgusting stomach.
Okay. Well, it looks like I need to make a 3-up save then, huh? Here we go.
And oh,
Nails it.
you do have a command point.
No, I'm out of command point.
Oh,
Yeah, so are you.
again.
Yeah. So now we got the combat over there. My Poxwalker is going to go against you.
All right.
And he has 2 attacks, looking for 5s. No hits. And then this Poxwalker is unengaged because the charging model is dead.
Yep.
And so that's going to...
But I do get to fight back. I
Yeah,
do not
absolutely.
fight
That's
back.
what's next. Yeah.
So, got a weapons go 3, and he has the little cow prod there. So on hit rolls of a 6, it causes 3 instead of 1. So, and he is my... no, he's not a combat specialist. So, looking for 3 attacks. With 3 up weapons go. And that is 1/6, so I get 2 more attacks there. And those all hit. So, I have, pardon me.
You're good.
So this is +2 strength. So base 4, so that's a 6, plus Canticle, that's 7 strength. I suppose I should have declared who I'm attacking. I'm going for the big disgusting one there.
That makes sense.
Alright, so... Sorry, I just forgot which strength I said I had. +2, so that's 6, 7. 7 strength and...
3's to wound then.
Alright. 2 wounds.
That was the wound? Okay, cool. So, minus...
-0.
3 ups. 1 goes through. How much damage?
1 damage.
All right, I need a 5 up. Disgusting. He is disgusting. All right, well that went perfect for me. So now we're going to be moving into turn 3, but we'll go ahead and do the morale checks where necessary and look for injury. I have a wounded Poxwalker.
All right, and because you're within 3 inches of that model, you actually have a -1 to leadership
Okay, well that's not healthy.
from his neurostatic aurora.
Cool. Well, let's see what the Poxwalker can roll. It's a 3, and his leadership is 4. So he's gonna pass due to the fact that I have a model within 2 inches. I do have a dead model that would give a
Negates,
modifier.
yeah.
Yeah. So I got really lucky with the roll of a 3. And now you will need to roll for your gentleman over there.
All right. So 1 dice.
You had 1 dice. You have 2 dead models.
I do.
Okay. What'd you
Is
roll?
a 5?
So that equals a 7. What's your leadership?
Thank goodness. It's a 7.
Okay, you're good to go.
I have another here with a flesh wound.
Okay, he's fine because even if you rolled a 6, it'd be a leadership 7, right?
Yep.
Yep.
This is a nerve test, and because I have my enhanced data tether on the field, I do get to re-roll any failed nerve test.
Okay, well yeah, he's fine. You just need to check that guy. If you get a 6, he's gonna be hurt.
That's a 1. I do have another injured model.
Yeah, but there's no way he can fail. Because
I have so many next to
yeah.
him. Understood.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, so everything's situated there. Now as far as points go, we're actually contested over here. So you denied me there. I own still 2 though, which is gonna get me 2 versus your 1. That makes me 3 points and you 1 point.
All right.
Just due to having more objectives. Also, at the end of the round, I'm going to be within 2 inches of an enemy model, and that'll get me one of my secret secondaries called Proximity Alert.
Also,
You got that as well?
Yes.
So we both get...
I knew I was going to try and tie you up into something
Right.
here.
And then I also killed in the fight phase, so that'll be another point gain.
Ah, okay.
So that's going to be 3, 4, 5. Yep, and I got 1 earlier in the turn already for killing with multi-damage, of course. So I'll add 5.
So does that, the multi-damage one, do you keep getting that one? Do you keep
just
getting
once,
secondary?
it's just once per turn, each one.
Okay.
So I'm going to jump up to 9 points. And you will jump up to 4 points. 1 for the objective and 1 for your secondary. Being within 2 inches.
I don't know if I'm going to get my last one at this point.
Yeah, tricky. We're both going to go to 2 command points, being that both of our leaders are still alive.
My leader actually died that round, so
Oh,
I only got
really?
1 command point.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
So 1 command point for you. And 2 command points here. Cool. I think I'm ready to show you, friends, where we're at. We're going into round 3. Here's what it looks like. Let's see where we are with the initiative.
I get a 4 this time.
Can I come back? And I get a 7.
Excellent. So it looks like the initiative will move over to the Mechanicus side. All right, so getting more objectives than me, that will be a big factor to you to be able to kind of get some points stacked up. That's easier said than done, obviously, with the fighters still alive out there. But it is your move, sir, and I'm going to take a consideration. Do I want to move before you? We're engaged here. You only have, I like the fact that you only have 1 command point. I could use that to my advantage later to automatically go first in a fight phase if I felt that was necessary. I'm thinking about tying up some of your shooting by charging all these guys, and they can't see me right now. So I'm going to do that.
So who can you charge with?
This Poxwalker here is unengaged, and he's going to charge all of these guys over here that can't see me.
Is that possible to charge this guy this far out?
He looks, yeah, he's 12 inches away. Plus, remember, I can parkour this thing. But even if I went around, he's still 12 inches away.
No, you're right.
Yeah.
Wow.
And even if I did have to count the distance here and I couldn't make it,
You'd still be with him.
I would still use if he didn't move away and I didn't engage him, I could still pile in to engage them by just declaring them as a charge target. So yeah, there's really not much to do besides retreat if you wish. They're all a target right now, so you have to make that decision for each model.
Oh, I didn't pick Canticle yet.
Sure.
So the main purpose of your Poxwalker there is to tie me up.
Right on, James. Yeah, I need to be able to fit this graphic. I've resized, I've changed up the way that I display the camera angles there, so I just kind of throw it up there. But yeah, I'll make sure to try to leave it up more intermittently there for longer periods. I think the graphic is helpful to give you guys a heads up what's going on.
All right, so I will go with 3, which is, so Canticle 3, Chant of the Remorseless Fist. Reroll hit rolls of 1 for models in your kill team in the fight phase, because I feel like that's inevitable at this point.
Okay.
And what is the charge distance on that?
The charge distance on my friend there?
Yeah, it looks like your closest.
Yeah, especially with the parkour.
4.
Yeah.
And then this guy would be
And
5.
then don't forget, you know, the whole, like, it's not going to matter really whether you go first or second in this regard, but you could fall back from this combat, and I'm not going to be able to charge you again.
I may or may not have already been planning to do that.
Yeah, it's a pretty big deal. So right now you're trying to react with a retreat or not is the decision. I probably can still engage you even if you retreat, if I roll well enough.
Yeah, and that's what I'm thinking. Yeah. So don't really want to waste that. And I mean, what you're really going to achieve with that is to tie me up for this round.
Yeah.
And I don't think you're going to contest that objective.
Right, which I may not even need to. It's the only one you've been holding, you know. It's just like that's your offense. And
right.
If I tie it up with a 3-point model, I'm winning with that move, you know. Not necessarily the game, but just that's a winning decision.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Yeah.
And there's really, I mean, at best I could do is spend the command point and try and challenge you on it, at which case I get to move first. But you still get to
Yeah,
make
it's
a
only
move.
one model, yeah.
Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna let you do it.
Okay.
I'm gonna let you charge in and.
Cool. So even though Chad won the initiative, I spent 1 command point to do a decisive move. I'm going to make a charge of this Poxwalker that he can't see behind this thing here. We determined before the game began that this does not count as height to move over. So it's just going to be a simple parkour over that pipe there, and I'm going to roll a 6, which is probably the bare minimum what I needed. It's not going to engage everybody there, unless he moves away, of course.
It looked like your best bet was straight over top.
Yeah.
So the models that aren't engaged are allowed to move out. Is that correct?
Totally. So I'm going to be right here.
All right, so it looks like
You're free on the
those 2.
Yeah, those 2, but the other guys are free.
Okay.
And now your move
like
continues.
that.
Yeah. Oh, what's up, underdog? How you doing?
All right, so I'm gonna
Thanks
start
for
with.
saying what's up, man. We're in turn 3 of a Nova Open mission called Raised Archives. You get 1 point if you hold 1 objective, 2 if you hold 2, and 3 if you hold more. Currently, we're in the Mechanicus' move here. They have the initiative, as you can see here. The score is 9-4. And I'm actually down 1 command point now, so it's 1 command point to 1 command point.
So falling back out of combat, I get my full movement. Is that correct?
Yeah, full movement with no advance. We're actually about to employ a rule that we have just talked about before the game as of its importance. We think a lot of people play this rule wrong, and I certainly have myself, about how fallback works. He just fell back from these 2 models that were in combat with him. Now these models, as per the rule book, if you check the fallback rule, is that if I began the movement phase that we both share together within 1 inch of an enemy model, then I can do no other move in this round besides remain stationary or fall back. So even though I'm no longer engaged in combat, if I move, it's still considered a fallback move. I have no guns on those guys, so they're basically doing nothing but sitting there and holding that objective, which is really one of the more powerful things they could do anyway. So it's going to be okay, but that is definitely a big factor to keep in mind because it changes the dynamics of the game big time.
With the position of this model, your Poxwalker, there's really not an opportunity for that individual to pile in.
Well, you can parkour right over that thing. Oh, you're talking about me?
Yeah, you couldn't necessarily pile in there.
Yeah, well, I could. I'd be leaving that guy because I just have to end my move closer than when I was. So
Okay.
one way or the other, I can go that way or I can go that way, but I still might leave somebody behind by doing that.
Okay. So I'm going to check my options there.
It's yeah, it's kind of tricky to tell. If I were to go like that, yeah, I could go there and get all 3. See, currently just want 2, but if I just go like that, now I have 3.
Yep. Okay. So I'm looking to at least be obscured from this model here,
Okay.
and be completely out of line of sight from this one, while maintaining a 6-inch radius to this model.
Makes sense.
And this is where having the 24mm, 25mm base on these models is actually hurting me. I always, with my group, we always get into debates about base size.
Yeah, yeah.
And like, I had once placed my knight on a 25mm model. It's like this big star stick, just like, oh, that's my base.
Yeah, yeah.
But no, so this is the, in reality, a situation where not having the correct base size is actually hurting me because it's limiting my radius to my comm specialist.
Sure.
And even though he's in combat, the way I read the rules, and please correct me if I'm wrong, I can still designate this individual to have a +1
Totally.
shooting phase.
Totally.
So, all right, so checking obscurity from this shooter here.
From which model?
This model?
Where who's shooting? You talking about?
This model
I
obscured.
can't
from-
see you. Yeah.
Oh, perfect. Okay, great. So no line of sight at all?
No.
Drop the laser there.
Nope.
Nope. All right, so I hesitate to even move this out. There we go.
Very good.
Still looking good?
Yeah, you're good.
And then so you have a 3-inch pile. So I'm really trying to avoid the pile-in of this guy into this model here. If I go 6 this way, oh. So this brings up another thing that I tend to do because I can be clumsy, slacking my models. I really want to weight my bases down.
Oh, I hear ya. Put a penny under him or something.
Yeah. So let me get outside of 6 and see what that looks like. I can do that. I'm gonna move this charge token from the previous round. So I'm gonna put this model here. What I'm looking for is line of sight of the big disgusting guy, which I got. So these guys are tied up. He moved, he fell back. And then, big guy is toughness 5, correct?
Yeah. Everybody's toughness 5 is not a Poxwalker.
But it doesn't matter, I can't shoot into combat. I was wondering if I could play a strategy there. You know what I will do? This might bite me. So, it's 2 inches to the center of the,
Yeah.
all right. Appreciate your patience.
Oh, you're all good. want
I
the
don't want to obscure. So, oh, you know what,
best
I can do?
opportunities possible. I'm trying to train.
All right, so I'm going to move this guy back. I have a movement of 6. I'm going to fall him back. And what I'm trying to do is be within 2 inches of the center here,
Yeah,
but
cool.
obscure myself from that shooter there with your model.
Remember, I still get to move. Not well, he'll have to fall back if he moves.
Oh, I always forget about this.
Right, but it's still my movement's next. I won't get to charge you if you fall back.
Right.
I can still move out
So
of the way.
I'm honestly not terribly worried, perhaps, to a
And then
fault.
don't forget him too.
Yeah, no, I saw that. Actually, you
Yeah.
know what I did not consider? So what kind of charge movement does that give you?
I probably won't charge that guy, but he only has 1 attack if he charges. I would much rather shoot with that guy before I charge, just for the sake of knowledge. But the distance is like 9.
Okay. I can actually get all the way to the other side here. I'm not worried about staying within 2 now because I'm going to be wide open to your other shooter. You have really good placement. You definitely took the shooter side of the board from me. And it's a smart move.
At the beginning, you were thinking that side was going to be better for you.
Oh, no, I wanted that side.
Oh, you wanted
yeah,
this
I
side.
wanted that side
Oh,
from the go. Yeah,
I see. I
but-
see.
So, all right, so I'm going to fall him back over there.
Okay.
So I got 2 falling back.
Cool.
This figure moves. Then this Vanguard moved forward as well.
Awesome. Okay. So then it's going to fall to the death card to complete their movement. Let's see what I end up doing. That guy's totally out. You've basically removed just about all my shooting targets, so I'm going to have to move if I want to kill.
Now, are those heavy weapons?
They are assault weapons.
Oh.
Yeah. Crazy enough. They're
Tell you,
so,
Death Guard is.
they're so good, aren't they? That's the only reason I
They
gave it a
really
9
are.
out of 10 is because I think they're a little too good. I would prefer that everyone's on an equal playing field. I would
Let's
say,
be honest. Games that are perfectly balanced are not fun to watch.
yeah. I mean, like chess, right? Something like that.
Yeah, it's. I mean, think of like a fighting game.
Yeah.
Like, who would want to play a fighting game where every character punches at the same strength, kicks at the same strength?
Yeah, I want there to be able to choose some. I just don't want anything to innately lose when going against something. Which I think that based on the missions are always the X factor that take away like how your army can perform on a mission can negate how well it performs in killing things. Like for instance, like Tyranids and Guard, they can get their ass just handed to them with death counts, but they can have so many bodies they just score and score and score some more.
Yep.
I've seen the missions where there's like the one in the middle is worth the most, and they just pile their whole army on it, and they'll just take casualties left and right. But they're like, "Yep, scored the most points, scored the most points, scored the most points." By the time they're broken, they've already won the game, you know.
Yep. Yeah, this one, I think deployment was definitely a strong tactical decision on this one.
Yeah, I feel you. 12. I'm not gonna be able to. I only got a 5-inch move, so I can't get within pistol range there. I'm happy holding that objective, even though I'm just a sitting duck this turn. Yeah, I think this is gonna be my situation. Just for safety, maybe not. I'm actually gonna move my my fellow here to get on the objective because I just wanted that if you kill somebody, I need to be able to still hold that objective. It's such a critical element. Here we are talking about them. I might as well make sure I get them. Cool, so we are ready to look at what's going down. You guys can see here how my buddy Guy and my Poxwalker and his friend are stuck on that objective because he fell back from me, and you cannot do anything besides remain stationary or fall back yourself if you started at the beginning of the movement phase within 1 inch of a model. He fell back with
Fell
this,
back
that
over
guy.
here.
Yeah,
Yep.
so that guy also is doing no shooting this round. You do have a flesh wounded model within engagement, but I took my demo specialist who's been around this corner the whole time and moved him up to prepare himself a shot against that flesh wounded model there, and I took my other gunner and moved him up to be able to get a shot into the guys hiding behind this piece of terrain here. So I set myself up to shoot some stuff. That's about it. Cool, man. So you're
So
gonna have initiative.
these two models are engaged in combat, so you won't be able to be
Oh,
shooting in.
shoot! Didn't even pay attention to that.
Yeah, that was your decisive move in the
Yeah.
beginning of the round.
Yeah, no kidding. I should have known better. Well, that's unfortunate. Oh well. It looks like you only have like a couple gunners anyways to shoot, and we're not even. You can't see me right here, or can you?
No, the intention was to move this figure forward so I could see him.
But yet I couldn't see you, kind of thing.
Well, I was really my obscurement goal was from this model.
Can't see you though. Yeah, really can't. I think with that in mind, because right now I'm on 2 objectives. You're still, are you? I kept you. You have abandoned that objective by me being you in combat right now, right?
Right.
So with that in mind, I am gonna fall back around the corner.
You can't because I fell away from.
I can myself fall back.
Okay.
Yeah, I can only remain stationary or fall back. Follow me?
Mm-hmm.
So here's the point we're talking about right here, friends. I can't see him with my demo specialist, but he could see my zealot, so I'm falling back to avoid being shot. He still got a shot from that guy, but at least I have a shot at him, kind of deal. Yeah, so it's gonna be your shooting first.
So that being said, I did not go my full 6 in order to stay obscured. I do have about this far to go. If I did that, would he be, then you could shoot me right back.
Yeah, I mean the movement's over anyways at this point. Or are you just considering what was your best
Well, I was
move?
saying because you fell back with this model, my whole intention was to shoot at him,
Right.
but stay obscured. But I did. I'll own it. That's
Right,
fine.
but right, if you were like had done your optimum decision, do you think you would have realizing that he could fall back as well? Because I mentioned that.
Yeah, I would have. Well, you did, and
Yeah.
I should have realized. And yeah.
Okay.
In hindsight, I probably would have
Done
looked
what?
at that a bit more. I would have brought this figure, this model out.
I'd say
It's
do
full
it because
6.
I mean
No,
I prefer to shoot you. I will trade
But this
you.
model still, because I'm only coming out this far. It's really just enough for us to be obscured
I'll
from one
trade
another.
it. I'd try to shoot you with my guy if you want to shoot. If you want to get a shot at this dude. Now, granted that if you only come.
No, at this point, I would have shot at that guy, which is why I don't feel like it's fair for me
I
to
see.
take that shot.
Yeah. I don't mind if you're lined up like that.
No, it's all right. I'll stay where I was. That way, we're both out of sight because
Okay.
I'm much more fearful of your shots than you
that's
are
what
of
I'm like.
mine,
I'll probably
sure.
kill you. You know.
Yeah.
So your call. Okay, cool. So we're gravy then.
I
and
am going to take my. Oh, I'm sorry. We are in the shooting phase.
we're in
now?
the shooting phase.
Okay.
I have no ready models. It's your initiative, so you will be the first to shoot.
All right. So within plasma rifle is within 6 inches of my comm specialist, so I'm going to give him +1 to hit rolls.
Okay. Where are you gonna shoot at? Over at my guy?
No. I just wanted to see what that distance was.
We're vengeful, dude. We're getting vengefully mad that you're pointing your ruler at me, like or
Oh,
whatever.
that's
Chad's like, that's fine.
I really want to see this guy pop. This Death Guard model here.
I think we're getting riled up.
So, it does look like you're partially obscured by that limping Poxwalker.
Good. That was an idea that I wanted to happen.
But because of my comm specialist, it overrides that.
Yeah, you're fine then.
So, I'm going to supercharge.
Okay.
It's Assault 2,
Yep.
Sniper, so I'm rerolling 1s.
Okay.
So, looking for 3s.
Did you want to spend your 1 command point to be +1 to hit? Be 2s? Or you rolling 1s?
No.
Okay.
Feel good with the 3s.
Cool.
They both hit.
Good to go.
And this is Strength 8, Toughness 5.
Yep.
So looking for 3s. Oh, and that is no, this is plasma, so nothing special on that 6,
it
but
is
that is 2
-3s.
wounds.
Yeah.
-3 AP, 2 damage.
So I'll be 6 up armor saves and then followed by 5 up feel no pains for each damage, or each 2. I saved one of them again, so now I got
Unbelievable.
2 5-ups. And I get 1 and fail the other. I'm gonna go ahead and use my last command point.
All right.
See if I can get another 5. No, so you get to roll 2 dice on the injury table.
All right, give me something good. I need him to pop.
5 up. Or no, yeah, you even a 4, but you killed him.
Excellent.
Well done.
Now, do I have? I think we discussed this at this point. I don't think. Not that I had any ready models, and I know it's your turn to shoot, but I don't think I have any other shooting. And actually, it does not look like you have any shooting as well.
I just have.
Oh, you do
this
have.
guy,
That's
that
right.
guy,
I
yeah.
did check that.
All right, well done. Well, that was a good kill. So it tied in with that fallback move. It worked out just fine. So now we're going to retaliate.
So I have a question. That was a model killed with multiple damage. You said I only get that one time?
No, you get it once per round. So
Oh,
you
okay,
did it
so-
again.
all
Yeah,
right,
so that's
sweet.
another score there. Good thoughts, good thoughts. And now I'm going to fire back my demo specialist. I am more than half an obscured, so 5 ups to hit. No hits. You're going to be safe. And then I think neither of us have any additional shots, correct?
I believe that's correct.
Okay. Well, then this means now that we will be going into the fight phase, starting with charging models at initiative. And I think this time there's only one fight to be had, and the Poxwalker is the brave soldier, or aimlessly zombified one, that is attacking you. He's going to be 5s to hit with 2 attacks. I wish I should have saved my command point to maybe turn one of these guys into a Poxwalker.
Are you going to split your attacks?
Nah.
Okay.
Put it on.
Which model are you attacking?
I'll go to the comm specialist.
Okay.
1 hit. No wound. Strength 3 against toughness 3 fails. So you can fight me back with those gentlemen.
I will, and I'll start with the arc rifle. So this is 1 weapon skill 4. And that is a hit. So this is strength 3, toughness 3, looking for a 4 to wound. No wound.
Okay.
All right, and then next with the comm specialist, looking for a weapon skill 4. That is a miss.
Shucks. All right. Well, now we're into the morale phase and time to tally points before we move into the last round of the game here. All right, guys. So we have a flesh wounded model over here. Want to give us a roll?
2 models out. There's a 1,
You're
so
totally
they
fine.
pass. And then I have another flesh wound here.
Yep.
That is a 4.
Plus.
Take that to a 6.
You're fine.
Yeah, it's leadership
7.
6. And then this model had 2 wounds. Was this a flesh wound or just 1 wound lost?
That's a flesh wound.
Okay, so I would have to take a leadership.
A 5.
There's
That's
5.
a 7. You're gonna.
That's a
be-
7.
okay.
That's Princeps, so leadership 7.
Cool. Yep.
So
Good to
it's
go.
good to go.
My Poxwalker is good with a 3 again. Keep getting that. And then my gunner over there is also good. So the morale phase is complete, and we are going to be tallying up scores here. I managed to still hold 2 objectives to your none this time, right?
Yeah, no, it looks like
And the combat was a big part of making that happen. So I'll go over to the scoreboard here and make sure I tally us up correctly. You definitely can be considering a canticle as well. You did get 1. Now we both got 1 for being within 2 inches of an enemy model at the end of the round.
Yep. I forget that these stack each time. I always
Yeah,
thought
it's
of those as...
3 per, yeah.
Okay.
But neither of us, I did not kill in the fight phase,
and despite my best efforts.
Gotcha.
I-
Okay, so then you got an additional point that round. 5. I will be at 2 command points at the beginning of the round, and I got 3 plus 2 more, so 5.
So both your shooting models are assault, is that correct?
Yeah, they're the same
So
weapon.
you can advance and shoot.
Yeah. All right, there you go, guys. We'll see what the initiative rolls off with on the 4th and final round here.
All right. Before we do an initiative, just
Picking your canticles.
yeah, I'm going to.
I rolled a 10 again.
You know what? I'm going to go for Litany of the Electromancer. So this is where I roll a d6 for each enemy model within 1 inch of any models in my kill team at the start of the fight phase. On a 6, that enemy model suffers 1 mortal wound.
Okay. That's the one that got crazy last time.
Yeah, that was a fun one. So I don't know. Maybe we can
Yeah.
end it with that.
Hit
would
that
be-
initiative roll, see what we end up with.
Oh,
All
4.
right. Looks like initiative will move to the Death Guard. So this is round 4 and the final turn. One command point for the Mechanicus,
and 2 for the Death Guard.
So I have a total of 2
Oh, did you?
because I did not spend a command point last
Sure
round.
thing. 2 to 2 on command points. So I am going to get the initiative, and we'll make actions happen. We are going to charge these 2 fellows with my Zealot. I'll go ahead and charge him as well, since he can't be seen. So Zealot's making a charge, hiding behind line of sight. He makes it with a 7. We're gonna go like that. Get within range of that objective. Now that they're, we'll make sure we'll stay out of range of the objective for now, because I think I need to be within that inch, because I don't want you to be able to fall back again. So by charging you, that denies that.
So even because this model was charged, do I still get a regular move?
He would, yeah, because I'm not engaged with him.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. It's only if you begin.
You just kind of double down on your distance with that.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah, exactly. In case if I rolled a weak number, then he'd be the closest. I think the Poxwalker's safe by charging, so I'm going to charge over here with the Poxwalker. Overwatch for you.
Looking for 6s. Nope.
All right. And anything besides a double 1 should get me there. All right. One wants it. Don't think I'm going to be able to hold the objective and be within an inch. Nope. So I'm going to be giving up that objective to fight you. We are going to have our regular gunner head centrally. Take a commanding position in the middle. And I'm going to have this gunner over here go take that objective. And we're going to have our leader step up to see if he can get any opportunities to see anything.
Does your leader have a ranged weapon?
Yeah, pistol.
Okay, it's 12 inch.
12, yep. So that is all my movement. Back to you.
Alright, so this puts me.
Oh, you know who made him, Carson. That's the illustrious James Schaaf. He did make some beautiful thumbnails for us. And I don't know if you got a good chance to see, but check out that. Bam! That's a beautiful looking thumbnail, am I right? Come on now. Clickbait, because we got to entice you in. Hopefully keep you.
Alright, so I'm going to use Dune Strider. So this is one of the Adeptus Mechanicus tactics. So use this tactic in the movement phase when a model from your kill team advances. Roll 2 dice, pick which result to use when making the advance roll. So I'm going to advance with this character that fell back towards that objective. So I'm going to spend 1 command point. Roll that. I get a 2 or a 3. So I have an 8 inch move. Obviously I'm going to go with the 3. So that puts me at 11, and that puts me, let's see, make sure I get most for this that I can. That puts me well within
Very good.
that objective.
Gonna go steal that objective.
Yep.
Sensible.
Let me bring my flesh wound with me. He was charged, so he can't fall back. These 2 guys were charged, so he can't fall back. I will just for funsies. I'm gonna get this guy within 2, but not engaged.
Nice. Go get some points.
Okay, so I'm gonna try and point blank you. With some shots
Cool.
while trying to block my line of sight from your leader there.
I don't know if you're outside of 12 anyways.
Yeah, no, I just wanted to make sure that I'm not overlooking.
That's the only guy that I'm concerned about right now.
He's within 11. I had plenty of room to move him, so if I swing him here, is that fair?
Yeah. Oh yeah, I was just making sure line of sight, but yeah.
Okay, are you okay with me doing that movement?
Yeah, of course.
Because I don't mind, you know, I
No,
own
no.
my mistakes. For
Oh,
sure.
not at all. No, I'm trying to show you what you need to do to stay away from it. So like here, that's the range right there. Right now you're in range and in line of sight probably.
So if I just bump
There
him
you go.
outside of that, and still stay within 2.
Yep.
Appreciate the
Of course.
letting me rectify that. Nobody intentionally moves into shooting range.
No.
So.
Yeah, especially when you declare it, then we just fix it and make it happen. Beautiful.
Right,
so
yeah, I think that's all the movements.
everything looks gravy. So we're going to be going into the shooting phase, and this is the final shooting phase before the game begins. And now I have initiative. You have no ready models, right?
That's correct.
Okay.
Everyone moved or was charged.
Here's another beautiful thing, is that both of these models are within 2 inches of each other. So I'm going to be able to target them both with my my shot.
Yep.
So I have two shots, and I'm going to go ahead and put them, spread them out between the two. And it's point blank, so I'm going to be 3s to hit. Here we go. So guy with a flesh wound takes a hit, and then I need a 2 to wound, re-rolling. He's wounded. Here's the other dude. He does not take a hit. I'm going to use a command point to re-roll.
Okay.
He does take a hit, and then I'm looking for a 2 re-rolling, and he's taking a wound as well. So you got 2 -2s, 1 for each.
All right.
Flush wound guy, roll it separate.
Yep.
Okay, so he's in trouble, and then
All right.
the other dude.
Now,
Also-
now I needed a 6.
Yeah. So here's the flesh wounded model with a it's a D3 damage. So I roll that first. It does 2 damage. So here's flesh wounded model. He's dead, and then the other model, he's dead. Kills them both. Demolition special went ham. Okay, yeah, being within 2 is pretty gross. That doesn't happen too often there. The only other gun I have is my plasma. It's your turn to shoot technically anyways, but I think both of us have no shots, or no, yeah, no shots. And, oh, I just see the camera just begging for it, dude. We gotta give them an explosion right now. I know you want it. Kaboom! Yeah. Good time.
Oh, there it is. We gotta remember this before we move the models next time.
Yeah, I know, right?
So, I was worried about what would happen when I moved this model forward here.
Right.
I was really concerned that you were going to try to pile into me to try and shut him down.
Yeah, so you're trying to get away from that? Cause I
Yeah,
couldn't-
because you had a 3-inch pile in with him.
Yeah, but I have to
And-
go to the nearest enemy, and as long as you're further distance,
Oh.
you can only move to the nearest enemy. So even though I can like do some walkarounds, as long as
Got
I
it.
am closer to the nearest enemy,
Right, right.
I can.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was worried about a pile in there.
Yeah, no, that couldn't have happened. Well, that happened, and it's now time for the fight phase, it seems like. Because I think there's no other additional shots that can be made. There's that sweet graphic you all were talking about. Thank you, Carson. Swing. And now the initiative belongs to me, and the combat is these 2 combats you see here. We're going to definitely have the Zealot swing first, because it's going to be so cool. And he was a
But
charge.
I do get to use my litany at the beginning of the fight phase.
Oh, this is where things could happen. You
Yeah.
can Mortal Wound me right now.
Yep,
Dude, that'd be
so-
epic. That would be epic. Litany.
Starting here, going for this
So
guy.
they're like singing a song right now.
All right,
Ooh.
fails. This guy going here.
Yep. Ooh, I saw that crazy roll too. You want command point, dude? It might be.
Yeah, why
Okay,
not?
Okay.
I got nothing better to spend
Nail
that
it.
command point on.
Nail it.
Uh-huh.
Oh, that would have been
All right,
epic.
and then last one here.
Yep.
Oh, that is a 6.
Mortal wound. All right, I need a 5 up. Okay, and I already have a flesh wound, so go ahead and roll the injury table. 3 up will kill me. Oh, it goes
he
off
is
once again.
incredibly dead.
It works for you again. Well, that was fun. Well, that's one less combat, and your litany sang true, just not against my zealot. He rang his bell too loud for you.
I was distracted by the shiny object as an admech. I was
trying to sing.
trying to harvest that.
Gong, gong. I couldn't hear your litanies. Prepare for 3d3s. That is 6, 7 attacks, the number of Nurgle. And now we were gonna do 4 into the comms and 3 into the non-comms.
Comms, rerolling ones is not a thing. I need a 2 when I reroll ones. All right, Com has a 6 up. The other guy, man, whiffed hard, but you got 1 save apiece.
All right, for the comms first.
Ooh,
Fails.
Okay.
Next, saved.
Oh, nice. Well, Comms needs 2d6, or I'm sorry, 2 damage. Hey-ya, he's dead.
All right.
Comms bites it.
You want to explode him?
Oh, yeah, dude. Which one is he?
Got on the
Yeah, right side?
right property.
All right, take it. Kaboom! Get him out of here. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. One more for good measure. There you go, friends. Bam. You know, I love a good explosion. Cool. All right, so this model charged last turn, so you get to go ahead. Did you have pistols?
No, I did not.
Okay.
Only my leader had a pistol, and
Okay. Well,
he was taken out long ago.
so now it's non-chargers starting with initiative, and that's gonna be me again.
All right.
Poxwalker, see if he can zombify you. I still have 1 command point. I could actually turn you into a damn Poxwalker. 1 hit, come on. 1 wound. If you fail this, I'm turning you into a Poxwalker, dude.
6 up save.
No, it's not a 6 up, but you nailed it. You nailed it. He had no AP.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but you still nailed it. Okay,
Oh,
so
thank goodness.
you fight back.
Your excitement and the it's like, give me something.
Do you want to try to kill the Poxwalker or the Zealot? You get 1 fight back.
Zealot charged, right?
Yeah. No, they're both done.
It doesn't matter
This
at
is
this
just
point.
your last thing.
This
you
is my
do.
last stand,
Yeah.
right? Okay. You know what? I'm going for your Zealot just
Okay,
for
cool.
fun. So this is weapon skill 4. Ah,
Well,
big
that's
whip.
that.
Blew it all with the litany there.
All right. So I will see if I can update that cool graphic for you guys while we tally the points. It looks like this time you are on 1 objective and I'm on 2.
Yep.
So that'll pull 3 again for me. We both in the round within 2 inches of an enemy model, and I was able to kill somebody in the fight phase.
I was able to kill something with a multi-damage
Aha.
wound in the shooting phase.
Indeed, indeed. Let's see where that ends us up at here. So, Death Guard, I've got 1 for fight, 1 for multi-damage, and 1 for thing. So that was 6 points that round, so I go to 20. And then you will have gotten 3 points that round. So that'll put you up to 8. All right, friends, here's the final score there. Nova only goes 4 turns. It was a crazy game and things went right for the Death Guard. They pulled out the big shot there and took it home. So that was awesome times. Let's go ahead
You
and
know, I think I still got more points this time
than last
I,
time.
yeah, than I did with my AdMech last time. Losing my leader in the beginning was,
Kind of a thing.
yeah, I was really hoping to save some of those command points and pull some stuff off later in the game, but
Yeah, man. Yeah, I feel you. And we are alive, so you still enjoy walking around the room with the camera with us. Woo! Yeah, this has been going on live the whole time, and I hope you enjoyed.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, it was super fun, man.
yeah, thank you for having me
Yeah,
back.
of course.
I appreciate that.
Of
as
course.
always.
I really am glad to have the practice. I'm feeling pretty damn good with, I brought the same list every time I run the Death Guard.
Yep.
I think some armies, I think AdMech included, have a lot more versatility than some others. So there's a little bit more decision making on what you
Yeah.
bring and what combos you do.
Yeah, I have a couple multi-wound models that I'm really trying to find a way to bring them in. I'm contemplating, do I want more bodies or is it better to have more wounds on a particular model?
Yeah.
Still trying to figure that out. These guys their toughness is really low, and
Yeah.
there's not a canticle that helps toughness. I've not seen any tactics that really help your toughness. So you really got to play a shooting game with them and take your charges where you can.
Yeah.
I was really hoping the Zealot would have done more in the fight phase, but that's what happens. I've had that Ruststalker break in half every game,
Yeah.
so at least this time it was at the hands of another Zealot.
Yeah,
I've
that was
been
cool.
Totally bonked on the head before with a Blood Angel and just totally crumbled. So yeah, Ruststalker. Yeah, these guys need to replace some of the metal.
Yeah, well, they looked great on the table, man. It was a really
Thank you.
cool, like, thematic battle. I had a good time with it. I think that, you know, we were talking about that a lot was decided just with the deployment zone.
Yeah.
You know, the way that I kind of took the shooter side with the roll off,
Yep.
and that helped a lot. I also won the initiative on many of the rounds there, which did give me a little bit of priority in some cases that helped me out for sure.
And sometimes you don't always want to go first, but I think in this game it did help me on those few occasions. I was getting it each round there. I think 3 out of the 4 I was able to get the initiative on you.
Well, that first round, you had just some monster advances.
Yeah,
With,
that was
I think you
helpful, too.
rolled like 3 6s
Yeah.
in a row on advances, and that's just the dice, right? So that's
Sure.
that's
Yeah.
a player that you can't predict.
Right.
And deployment is very much something to consider when you're looking at these games. It's in other words, it's more than just the models you bring to the table.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, absolutely.
it's-
Which I appreciate about the game too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's understanding their synergies, figuring out what works, play your leader a bit smarter.
Always hide that puppy is my
Yeah.
strategy. And then also, like, I mean, this is with the rulebook too, but I think the Nova missions particularly, that there is through my practice, I have put a ton of focus on just making sure, as much as you humanly can, to have 3 objectives. Or
Yeah.
more than. It's either you need to tie that or have more than, because that's
Absolutely.
usually the winner. The person that gets even with secondaries as being a thing,
Mm-hmm.
it typically seems to be that the person that gets the most objectives on average over all 4 rounds is the one that pulls out the victory.
Yeah, and that's certainly been true every game we've played so far.
Yeah,
And
it's a difficult thing to be able to it's easier said than done, but I think it's important, and that's what the whole command roster beauty is, right? Is that like you have that through practice and play testing, you can be like, okay, I know on these particular missions I'm going to need to be very movement oriented or objective scoring
Yep.
oriented. So what can you do to have in your command roster to be able to be prepared for those moments when it goes down, you know?
yeah, really with me, this time I tried to play in smaller groups
Yeah.
of models, which is something I've tried to send out all these commandos in the past. And
Shaking
that-
wasn't a problem. Yeah.
Yeah, no, none of that really occurred for either of us this time. Even the flesh wounds didn't really give much of a problem.
Yeah.
But there's just having those little teams of models working together, I think really is the key to making any of these armies really sing well.
Yeah, I'm finding that even too, like when I'm charging in twice with both the Poxwalker and the combat
Right.
person, you almost need to think about, because of like how you fell back and left me in the open, like I almost want the Poxwalker as like a backup now to jump in
Right. In that event.
and when you're gonna fall back. So like using that decisive move to charge in prior to you getting the opportunity to fall back and leave me stuck
Exactly.
there, versus just charge, because I don't need that. The Poxwalker doesn't do jack in combat.
No.
He's really just there as to tar pit things.
Mm-hmm.
So having him as that backup charger is something I'm starting to think about, and that's again, as we've talked about in this bat rep, that was a rule that I played wrong many a times. About
Oh, absolutely.
you know,
I think it's the first time I played it right.
yeah,
So,
yeah, it makes different. It makes a big difference. So, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it. You know, keep taking fun
Absolutely.
seriously. See you some more down the line. Yeah.
don't forget to subscribe and click the bell so you get the most recent
Yeah,
notifications.
thank you. Please do that, right? We have a giveaway going on right now. You can win some free dice. You saw the dice on cam the whole time. That's up.
Yep.
All you do is just
You can win George's weighted dice so you pass every advance
exactly,
roll.
exactly. I definitely microwave them just for you, special. So jump into that action, and we will catch you here soon.
Excellent.
Bye.